What's up, everybody? This is your man DJ Square Knot from the DJ Information Group, and we got my man here from the Icy Gang, the one, the only
Yeah.
SNS. Yes, welcome, my brother. Welcome,
Oh man, thanks for having me.
man. It's truly a pleasure, man. Been watching you, been looking at videos, trying to learn even more about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just wanting to make sure that we dig into everything that we possibly can to make sure that we can help you out and push your projects and everything else you got going further. We got in contact with Jack Doe, and he was very,
Mm.
very instrumental in making this happen. So we salute you, Jack. That's for real. And we just appreciate you just being here, man. So,
And the pleasure
if
is all mine, man. You know what I mean? I have 100% a super special love for the DJs. If you know my background, you
oh
pretty know
yeah, your
why.
pops,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So I have a super love for the DJs. You know what I'm saying? I was always taught to you know treat you guys the first. You know what I mean, and put you guys first, and as it should, because you guys are the backbone of this thing we call hip hop. So you know,
no diggity, man. I appreciate that, man. Salute to your pops on that as well, man. Making sure
yeah,
that he instilled that in you. You know what I mean? So that definitely,
yeah.
definitely works, man, for sure. And I wanted to tell you about the DJ Information Group. So before we go get started, the DJ Information Group, we got the primary admin who has the other background like myself. That's DJ Rod Flash, and
Okay.
this group was founded around the fact that we want to be the group just for what it is. Like we say, information, where we are here. We got artists, we got DJs, of course. We got artists, we got producers, engineers, hosts. You know,
Mhm.
um, anyone that's dealing with the culture, we want to be able to learn from them, teach them, and share, and then also keep, just uplift them. That's what it's about when you come in this particular deal. We tell people, leave your
I
egos
like
at the virtual door, because when you come in here,
that.
everybody's on the same level. You know what I mean? And that's what we do. And by doing
Absolutely.
that, we found out that we have more success with everyone being a little bit more comfortable with speaking and talking and sharing and learning, doing everything because we don't judge here. We just have a good
Yeah,
time. We do everything that we can to obtain more about the history of the culture, the works in the culture, and everything. So that's where we are. So
I
we really
like that.
appreciate you being there, man.
I
Yes,
like that a
yes.
lot. I appreciate it. The pleasure's all mine, man. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So we got a few of your tracks, but before we go into these tracks, man, I want you to tell me who is, if someone came to you, and well, ain't nobody coming to you because I'm coming to you right now.
Hmm.
Tell me who is SNS.
Uh, well, SNS is what you call the last of a dying breed of MC, who's who's definitely. I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound not arrogant, but I would say hip hop royalty in a sense, being bred into this, not actually, not even actually being bred into this, but not being introduced to this as my number one. I guess I want to call it. I don't want to say heritage, but I want to say like the number one culture that I was gonna grow into anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just a younger from Harlem who definitely came up in an era where a lot of talent was made, especially in New York City. So, you know, a young vicious MC. We're not a rapper. I try to my best to show the difference between a MC and a rapper. So I'm just an MC from Harlem who really came through hip hop royalty and came through a background in a culture of Harlem where you don't normally, is very rare. You know what I mean? Where the flash is flashy, but it's treacherous, but it's a lot to learn from, and it's a lot more than that in what in a town called Harlem.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I totally feel you on that, man. And me being from Brooklyn myself, man,
Mm,
and seeing all the different artists that come out of there. But I like your style, man.
I
You have
appreciate
that,
it.
you know, um, l- how, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29 years old, man. You got
Mm.
this 90s style, man. Like just you take it back, and I really love that. You touching that era, man. And
Well, yeah, I have an old soul, man. Like
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was young, listening to a lot of like I was listening to a lot of stuff that I wasn't supposed to. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So it's just it comes from that. It you know, like when the kids was playing with toys, I kind of stopped playing with toys a little earlier, and albums were like my toys at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like people's albums, people's mixtapes. These were these were my toys. You know what I mean? So as a kid, you know what I mean, music kind of like driven me. Like I was one of those kids at young. I came up to Video Music Box, Ralph McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? Like when Biggie and Pac was coming out, I was a huge fan of Wu-Tang. They kind of like introduced me to the rap. You know what I mean? Wu-Tang. I was Method Man was like my hero at the time. You know what I mean? So and you know, like that's where you're gonna a lot of that stuff is what you're gonna hear from me. But of course I'm from Harlem, so I love to have fun. So I've kind of it's not me trying to be hip. I'm just outside to be honest. So I'm always hip. I'm always on to new fresh sounds and stuff like that. So I'm able to like be that bridge in the gap between like this era and the era that I grew up on. You know what I mean? And kind of give a balance because, you know, in this era, you don't necessarily have to be one of the dopest pens, you know what I'm saying, to be a superstar. But I feel like the biggest artists are the ones that do. You know what I'm saying? So because they do, it's like, you know, that blueprint is still out there, that tradition is still there. So I feel like if I could be that guy for New York, because I would say the three guys that got that would be Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. Those are now none of those guys are in my top 5 for this era, but they are the biggest, and their pen is deadly. All three of them. So, well, 2 of them, but their pens are deadly. So you know what I mean. So I feel as if you give them both, I feel like even the top artists that we all love even had that to where like they can give you dope records to make you feel good, but then give you substance, you know what I mean, and give you a lot of skill lyrically.
Right.
From the Jay-Z's to the Big Puns to the Biggies to, you know, all of the greats. You know what I mean? So I just want to be a product of that. The ones that say, yo, I could make hits and rap. So
you are definitely that. And you definitely are bridging that gap because you definitely have a range because I'm going to take you back a little bit.
mm-hmm.
Remember when you were on Shade 4-5 with Sway in the morning?
Yes, absolutely.
And I caught that, man. And
oh man, I appreciate that.
and
That's one of
you,
them defining moments for me too.
yeah, man. March 5th, 2013.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so
Honestly, that's when I honestly like around that time, like maybe like a year, 2 years before that. I say 2 years before that is where I really felt like this could be a career for me. And you know what I'm saying? Like before that, I just wanted to be hot in my town and popular in my town because in my town, when I was 16, 17, I got played on the radio. And in Harlem, you could just have one song and be popular, and then if you fade away by the next, they're gonna roast you in Harlem. So I had to keep it going by default. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't about to be no one hit wonder to them, you know what I'm saying? So I had to keep going.
yeah.
But when I seen the reactions that I was getting from being on Sway, because that I was promoting my first official mixtape. I had like 2 mixtapes before that where it was just straight freestyles,
Mm-hmm.
but I looked at that as practice to be the artist that I actually wanted to be. You know what I mean? So when I actually dropped the project was Son of the Future at the
Sons of the
time.
Future. Mm-hmm.
When I rapped for Sway, it was and for him to appreciate the lyrical ability then, I still look at that interview and be like, yo, man, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Because that's one of those motivational ones for me. That was one of the defiant moments and to let me know, like, yo, I could really, really, really do this right here.
Well, I'm
You
gonna
know
tell
what
you
I mean?
like this, man. Um, you ripped it, especially when you got out of the slow joint, and then when
Yeah.
you came to that next joint. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna play it.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Let's do it.
I'm just gonna play it. Check. I want y'all to check this out. Let me know if you can hear. Can you hear it?
Yes, you might want to see if you want to stand up for this one, man. I mean, I'm a
I
stand
Can you
was
guys
young.
hear
I
that?
remember. I had to at least be
SNS.
22,
The
21.
future. Get the mixtape, datpiff.com.
I said,
Listen to this, y'all. He just flowed. Can y'all hear this?
I hear a lot of cats saying they on fire, but you talking to the devil. You listen to Johnny Storm.
Turn it up some.
This Harlem flashy youngin' say he ballin' on a level. When he ride a beat well, you still learning how to pedal. Wait. Had to put you in that loop again. Shout out to them trappers, they be learning how to shoot again. Been around trap boys, but I don't sell bricks. When I'm on the stage, I'm like Boston, I sell ticks. I go hard, the hardest of them all, like an offensive foul. I ball till I fall. And I go hard. And that Rory flashing young, and I be riding so far away. Out of this world, my flow be stack a lot of green. Mine is full of that Obi-Wan Kenobi. Lyrically, Kobe, Bryant, I am the reason why every rapper career still dying.
What?
Yeah, I was young. Them young bars right there, too.
Chase. You still learning how to tag. Everybody talking up, they get offended. Talking tech, I poke you up like I'm just getting your attention. Your chick looking at me, she waiting for me to hit it. Or because I'm polo down, she matching it with my fitted. You rappers in competition, you might as well forget it. My money stacked high, same height as a midget. Chill.
Wait, hold on. Whoa.
And he made me, I kept going. He actually made me stop. He told me I kept going. I did like, what, 4 beats? He made me stop.
Man, let me
He
tell
made me
you,
stop.
that right there. Then he plays you another one, but that one, I was like, yo, this
I really
cat
came a
is
long way. I
fire,
haven't
man.
heard that from you. Yo, I appreciate it, man. And I had a lot of callers call in that wasn't even from New York. That got me super hyped. Like, I was super hyped. When I left, I promise you that, like, one of those defiant moments for me, man. Like really made me feel like, yo, I could really do this right here.
Yeah,
I could
man.
do this. And I ain't gonna lie, that was, shout out to Swain, man. He's always been 100 with me ever since. We actually in talks of coming back up there. So I got a couple in a clip for him ready.
Cool beans, man. So, in thinking about, of course, obviously, you know, your dad, DJ SNS, you know, he inspired you to, you know, to be part of the culture. But do you have any other influences out there that, you know, just really, you know, I know you
I mean, I'm
mentioned
gonna be
Jay-Z a
honest
couple
with you, like,
times, but
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. He wasn't necessarily my influence to be in this game, to be honest. You know what I mean? It's literally the music itself. Like like I said, hip hop was, I mean, Wu-Tang was the reason I fell in love with rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was I because I was young and he was at that time. That's the '90s. He was in his prime, like super prime. He was still living in New York. He was still moving around. So I didn't necessarily know how great and how serious it was to be a DJ's son at that time. So I didn't really know coming from him. So my musical influences really came from hip hop itself. In the Wu-Tang Clan, Ralph McDaniel, my mom playing these type of stuff while I'm growing up, and these are the things that I want. Like, my mom told me, In Vogue, Hold On video was the reason why I started to walk. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really the music that really influenced me to get in this. And then it started with my step-pops. My step-pops was cutting my hair. He'd cut my hair every Sunday, and he would like rap over the records, coming at me like he's battling me. And one day I wrote in my back of my notebook and waited for him the next time he cut my hair. And the next time he did it, I had a rap for him. And I kept going back.
You got it.
And that's the reason that made me, like, you know what I mean? That made me keep writing. And you know what I'm saying? I was 12, 11 at that time. So it was a hobby. And I just loved the rap, right? Even in school, I was doing rap battles and like the lunchroom tables and stuff like that. So everybody felt like that was gonna do something with music, but I was ignoring it because I loved basketball at the time. So I was really trying to play basketball. But once I got on the radio, I felt like I got to do music.
Gotcha. Well,
but my influences, I don't want to cut you off. My influences were Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Wu-Tang, Eminem, Cameron, Mace. You know what I mean? These are the people that made Fabulous. These are the people that made me like. And I'm bouncing around kind of eras because these are like maybe two different eras. Like you got like the 90s and then you got like the early 2000s. But these people like helped shape me to like be the rapper that I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to like my content and just my lyrical ability. I love is for my Jay-Z's, my Fabulous, my Kiss. You know what I'm saying? My song making ability is for my Jay-Z's, my 50 Cents, really my 50 Cents, because that's where I get melodic. You know what I mean? You know, these New York mostly.
Yeah.
Eminem,
well, you know what? That's a good
Eminem
era
too.
to definitely be influenced in and you got a good group of artists there. You know.
Oh yeah, I was
names,
heavy
so.
on these guys, man.
Yeah.
Heavy on these guys. Like, I didn't become a super Jay-Z fan until like his second or third album, but because when Dead Presidents dropped, I was still a Wu-Tang fan. So it's like, you know what I mean? I was still Method Man fan. So I was but when it got to his second album, I started to pay attention. And his third album, he was my guy from then on.
Gotcha. Cool
Yeah.
beans. Speaking of music, we did receive 3 of your tracks. So
Oh really?
yeah, so we gonna play these tracks, man, and we gonna listen to them, and we gonna pick stuff out of them, and be like, yo, what was you thinking when you were saying this right here?
Yeah,
So
I love that. So let's start off with
we're gonna do no chill button. Yeah,
we got to start off, especially how we talking. We got to start off like that.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to that right now. So we're gonna bring that up, and let's see. Here we go. It's coming up.
Turn it up.
You turn it up.
Wait till it starts playing.
Mm-hmm.
Staying ahead of the curve. The streets taught me as a kid, be a man of my word. I swear my whole life changed on 133rd. Summertime dust heads, my cousin was served. Held a gun before high school diplomas. Lived in crack-infested buildings, so my clothes I went to school and had a new aroma. Went from Pip to Sherbalato, I'm a fucking stoner. Diamonds dancing in the ring like Adrian Broner. But my punches are as fast as Floyd's. Bullets rip his face off like Castor Troy. I'm the one these cats avoid. You can judge a man by simply off who he helped. Only time you see me with squares is on my Louis belt. Hand to hand, when they hammer blam, you won't stand a chance. Guess I like a cameraman or chauffeured by the ambulance. Keep a mask on, murder him swiftly. That way the only person knowing who shot you is Biggie. And them bad boys I be with, they never met Diddy. Harlem.
You see certain shit niggas there, this shit came out of nowhere for a nigga. I just really hit the car, like put pain in nigga, like you just come out of nowhere, like niggas had cold signs or type of widow shine, none of that shit. Yeah, I just really get the name niggas, I just really get around, like.
I could coach the coaches. We shooting the shooters. I style your stylists. We ruling the rulers. Roll with the winners. We don't breed losers. We can get you hauled if you try to move us. Flow heaven sent, but I'm spitting devil flames. He'll rock and roll if I let this heavy metal bang. Big bank like Commerce, my sponsor. Hove, Nicki, Kanye, Rose, I'm a monster. It's like history repeating this season. Another Black Martin shot and killed for no reason. Throwing on my 2 chains, about to start a riot. With a hoodie, the boogie tells Zimmerman to try it. Rolling up, I'm getting faded like Stonewash. I send the hitters for my money like a loan shark. They done let me in the game, that's Bogart. Crew full of celebs, we got our own stars. Nigga.
It's the ice again. It's the ice again.
I enjoy that joint, man.
Yeah. That's the
that.
intro of the next project, you know what I mean? It's No Chill Button, man. Some bars, man. Some heavy bars in there.
You had some bars in there, you know, they was, especially when you said the only squares that they see is on my Louis belt, you know.
Yeah.
And then you was like, the hoodie. The hoodie.
Yeah, with the hoodie, the boogie tells Zimmerman to try it. You know what I mean? Just some lines. I always got to start my projects off like that. Like anytime I put out a mixtape or album, however, I start the project off with me just spazzing, just rapping, because you got to know, if for the new listener who doesn't know SNS and wants to listen to him, you got to know that this is what I do for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then we can have fun with everything else you want to hear and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you definitely did your thing on that, bro.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that 100%.
And what we're gonna do too is instead of having the DJs critique in each individual one right now, I'm gonna play all 3 of them, and then as they're talking to you, they can talk about each one of them.
Okay.
That way, you know, you can get the range of, you know, all of them instead of going back and then revisiting. So, but yeah, that right there, man. Yo, you got a lot of metaphors up in there, a lot of stuff that people didn't even hear, you know. But you know,
most definitely.
It's one of them joints where they're gonna have to go back and listen. What did he say?
Yeah, man. That's what you call. That's called No Chill Button 2. It's on my new project dropping August 18th. The project is called Not a Humble Summer Volume 2. So, you know, that's just the intro of the joint. You know what I mean? Got to start spazzing.
Mm-hmm. So
no chorus, no nothing, just bars.
Yeah, that was tight. So we're gonna move over to Dance Moves. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the single right now. Dance Move is at 10,000. We did 10,000 in a week. You know what I'm saying? So it's at 10,000 views right now. The video is out on YouTube. I'm pretty sure Jack Doe is putting the link in the comments right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the single for the project. Dance Move. You know, let's have some fun.
All right, here it is.
It's the ice again. It's the ice again. It's the ice again.
Baby, hit your dance moves. Bend it over, get the hit in your dance move. Shake. I'ma pull up on you, I wanna dance too. 2-step. Hey, my Dougie got me acting a damn fool. Get it, get it, get it, get it. She got a fatty, so she gotta shake it. I hit the milli for all of my haters. She get the bouncing that booty and busting it open. It got me hoping she could take it, cause of her dance moves. She turn me on when she do her dance moves. Shorty, I love when she dance. Whole lot of in the pants. Got it. The way that she moving that booty like Shorty be stripping for bands. Baby, get focused, get tricky. She a pleasure, don't mean pretty Ricky. J-Quan, Shorty tipsy. And then she bout to work it like Misty. 2-step, Dougie. All of them ladies, they love me. Dance moves like Mace. All them that's getting the money. Drake on, got me hitting my shiggy. Deli on, got me feeling like Diddy. Sturdy on when I'm hitting my milli. I hit the dance floor, getting busy. Jiggy, styling. Designing my body, I'm wildin'. Baby. Drinking, try to boat like she Megan Thee Stallion. We lit in my section, my gang going dumb. Haters on the sideline, think they tough. I don't got a gun, but still I be ready for static. My razor right under the tongue. I'm a lover and a fighter. The gelato I smoke got me higher. She a brown skin fire. She gon' have me slide her right beside her and tell her, do your dance, girl. Do your dance, girl. Do your dance, girl. Do your dance, baby, hit your dance moves. Bend it over, get the hit in your dance move. Shake. I'ma pull up on you, I wanna dance too. 2-step. Hey, my Dougie got me acting a damn fool. Get it, get it, get it, get it. She got a fatty, so she gotta shake it. I hit the milli for all of my haters. She get the bouncing that booty and busting it open. It got me hoping she could take it, cause of her dance moves. Alright. She turn me on when she do her dance moves. Baby, hit your dance moves. Bend it over, get the hit your dance move. Shake. I'ma pull up on you, I wanna dance too. Two-step. Hit my Dougie, got me acting a damn fool. Get it, get it, get it, get it. She got a fatty, so she gotta shake it. I hit the milli for all of my haters. She get the bouncing that booty and busting it open. It got me hoping she could take it, cause of her dance moves. She turn me on when she do her dance moves.
It's the ice again. It's the ice again.
Another banger.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's a vibe right there. That's a vibe. Just some fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the new single, Dance Move, out now. Video is out now on YouTube. Please run them numbers up. We at 10,000 right now in the week. We're going to keep it going.
Cool beans, cool beans. Now this next one we got is For More. For More?
Oh, yes. This is for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? And this is just another vibe. You know, all three records ain't going to sound like each other, you know what I'm saying? So all three of these records are on the new project, Not a Humble Summer Volume 2. Again, dropping August 18th. You know what I mean? So this is featuring my artist, Kier. You know what I mean? I just put him down with the Icy Gang. So this is our first record that we did together. Dope vibe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more vibes.
Cool beans.
Oh, man. Hell, kid. I told my shorty I know I'm busy. There's something about it that keep pulling me right back to the same motherfucking spot.
See the way that you fit in them jeans, make me wanna undress in 3. Drop it down with hands to my knees. Let it right back in the streets, yeah. Like, turning me on. Be coming back for more, yeah.
Baby girl, I love the time we spend. Got me thinking twice every time we end. One night only turning 9 weekends. Now we stick together like Siamese twins. Every time I go out, you be on my mind, baby, no doubt. Sending pictures with the ass all poked out. Make me wanna come over to you and show out. Girl, I'm heavy in the streets. Yeah, I'm real active. When I'm in the sheets, I give you a little passion. I'ma make a scene and see how you good at acting. You gon' drive the boat, I'ma be your captain, okay? We be fucking all night and day. We gon' make the neighbors feel the way. Sorry, but I gotta get away.
See the way that you fit in them jeans, make me wanna undress in 3. Drop it down with hands to my knees. Let it right back in the streets, yeah. Like,
When a nigga go outside, I come back in time. Now I can't go home for nothing. Girl, I can't go home. Feels like you got my soul or something. Baby, every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me this where I need to end my night. But I gotta hit the hood to make my stacks, to make sure I can afford to treat you right. Looking in your eyes, I see a star. Gotta let the world know who you are. Gotta hit the trap, girl, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back
see the
tomorrow.
way that you fit in them jeans, make me wanna undress in 3. Drop it down with hands to my knees.
That's how I
Let it
feel,
right back
baby.
in the streets, yeah.
You know, I got money to get just like Bonnie and Clyde, but I gotta do what I do, you know what I mean? I gotta do what I do, cause that's what I do, and I do it for TV, you shit me. Live.
Coming back for more, yeah. I don't wanna leave, but I gotta go right now. Back to the streets, gotta go right now, yeah. I'm coming right back for more. I might hit it raw, some, yeah.
Another banger, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Just another vibe, man.
You know what I like, man? Over these three tracks and over listening to your other songs from the past and everything, one thing has been consistent with you, even in your explicit songs.
Yeah.
You use your vocabulary, my brother. So
Absolutely, have to,
thank you.
have
You
to.
know, even your explicit songs are not just fluttered with profanity. You got a
No,
word
yeah,
here
no.
and there.
You know why? Because honestly, at a certain point in time in my career, I wasn't cursing at all. So it's like every time that I do curse now, it's not as much. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So whenever I have a clean version, it's not as much that you could blurt out because it's just I don't have to. I don't have to. Sometimes when you're in a vibe, I say it, but it's not something that I got to use as a scapegoat for words. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that makes
So,
that makes so much sense, you know, to why back even when you were on Sway in the Morning,
oh,
when
I didn't curse at all
when
on
Heather
Sway in
B
the Morning.
when Heather B said, he's radio ready right now.
Yeah.
Remember she said that? He's radio ready right now. And when you have someone tell you that, that's because they didn't hear any profanity and you flowed and you used your vocabulary, you used your intellect, and it
Yeah.
worked great. You had a great harmony of all these things come together to produce this piece of work, this art.
Yeah.
Just worked perfectly and sonically, boom, just off the chart. So
Nah, I appreciate that real
that
talk.
that all takes into play into what I call a great artist.
Nah, I appreciate
You know
that.
what
You
I
know
mean?
what I'm saying? And it's not as hard. I know for other artists, I don't know how it can be hard, but you know, I'm a I'm a guy that do a lot of experience. I was a good I wasn't the best student in school, but English I was very good at, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm always gonna be able to use my vocabulary and show the difference. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be rare. Like, even on Dance Move, I barely cursed.
yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying? You know what I mean?
100%
I
right.
didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I barely cursed. You're gonna hardly hear from me to really curse. You're gonna hear me curse, but not as much. And it's crazy because I'm older now. But it's like I've been so used to not cursing that you just won't catch me using a lot of it.
Well, keep that up, and you know what? I salute you, my brother. I really
I
salute you.
appreciate that.
Now, of course, you know I can sit here and talk to you, keep talking to you about it, but we got DJs on here who
Yeah, let's
I really
go.
want to give them an opportunity to talk to you. Not only just ask questions about you, but also
Hmm.
tell you about what they thought about your tracks, and
Okay.
go from there. But I'm going to start off with the primary admin of the group, DJ Rod Flash, and he's ready to go.
What's up, SNS? Yo,
Rob Flash is on. Oh my God.
your tracks are fire. I like them. But I have two questions.
Talk to me.
Now, one of the tracks I really gravitated and caught my attention was "Love Come Down."
Oh man.
I'm gonna let you know why. She is a family friend of mine,
Oh wow.
and when you say you have an old soul,
Yes.
I get it.
Oh man, you don't understand that record. Let me tell you something, Ron Flash. I'm not gonna lie to you. In Harlem, especially at times like this in the summertime, like we don't really need clubs in Harlem like that in the summertime because it's cookout mania in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So growing up in Harlem, I heard records like "Love Come Down," "I Found Lovin'," "I Want to Thank You" from Alicia Myers. That's like one of my favorite songs. Period. Hip hop included, hip hop, R&B, rock, everything included. "I Just Want to Thank You" from Alicia Myers is one of my
Right.
favorite songs
Yeah.
ever. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
my
I'm familiar with those records, even though I know my peers might not be, but I am. You know what I'm saying? And I think even as far as like rap has always been in the beginning, we've always kind of flipped, the music before us. You know what I'm saying? Even from the Sugar Hill Gang, I don't believe that first beat that they did for Rappers Delight, that wasn't theirs in the beginning. That was something else, right?
well, they had a band back then. Sugar Hill Gang used a band.
Okay.
And my second question, I'm gonna go back
Let's do it.
now. How was it walking up to Jay-Z and telling him in
Oh wow.
his own club, I'm taking your spot?
I really wanted to see what the reaction was going to be. Honestly, I was still a little shy, but it had to be said because that's my idol right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I said it and he said, "Oh yeah," and stepped back like that with the arms open, like, "Come get it." So they gave me the pound and dipped off. I was like, "Oh, I got to. Now I have to. I have to now. Like I have to now. I don't care how hard I gotta work. I at least gotta be in the conversation to where he see me and be like, now that young kid right there working, he trying to take my spot. As long as, if he even say that, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That it was motivational though. I'm not gonna lie. Because once he told me come get it, I was like, all right.
Well, you know, hip hop is a competitive sport.
Yeah.
And if you don't think you could be at the top, then there's no need to do this, what you're doing. So I commend you for that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Hov felt like that with Kane. You know what I'm saying? Because you know Kane is like his OG. So I'm pretty sure Hov felt like that with Kane. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all in y'all generation. I know all the people in y'all generation. I don't know why, but y'all felt like Rakim was the number one. See, when I listen to both of them, I like Kane. You know what I'm saying? I know why people like Rakim. Me and Rakim got the same birthday, and he had an album called The 18th Letter. I had an album called The 19th Letter. So I'm definitely familiar, but I ain't gonna lie. Like Kane had flair as much as lyrics, and then he could dance, and it's like I ain't gonna lie, man. He was like the total package for me. So I can see why Hov like, yo, I gotta take him out. You know what I'm saying? Like. And that's how I feel like I gotta get Hov, because Hov don't want to. You think Hov want to be rapping forever? No, but it's like he ain't gonna just give the crown to nobody. You know what I mean? So I gotta take that.
But one thing I can say is keep doing what you're doing, and one thing as me in this group, we will support you and push it, and your video will be up in the group.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just glad y'all like the records, man. And wait till y'all hear the project in its entirety, from top to bottom. Y'all gonna really mess with that project. Y'all gonna really focus with that. I ain't gonna lie, that project is tough. I promise. Banger after banger. There's more bangers where it came from, and it's gonna be different vibes on there. Like it's 12 tracks. It's a lot of different vibes on there.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to that, man. And
yeah,
man.
Man.
When you say front to back, I'm down with that right there, man. Set it.
Yeah, just press play.
Oh, hold up. My bad. And you know what? You think you slick, but I caught something.
What happened?
The 18th is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now you go back. That's when records came out on a Tuesday. Everybody doing it on a Friday now.
Yeah, Rob Flash. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what's going on. You know, let the new rappers and all that, you know, drop on their Fridays. I remember movies dropped on Fridays, albums dropped on Tuesdays. So that's what I just wanted to make it a little nostalgic. You know what I mean? I'm glad you picked up on that. That's dope. That just got me hyped for real.
Nice. Rod Flash, the man.
Nah, shout out to Rod Flash for that. I'm glad he really peeped that too.
So now we got my man DJ Michael E. What's up?
SNS, I'm glad you joined us tonight, man. I tell you, you have some hits on your hands. I'm really looking forward to your upcoming release coming up this month. I just want to know what is your future aspirations as far as your career, because you definitely got it going.
All right, to be honest with you, all right, so like I know everybody's like goals like the record deal and all that. Now, the only reason why I don't mind getting a record deal is because I came up watching like Crush Groove and things like that. So I came up under the traditional, like when a label backs you and gives you that machine to help make you a superstar. But my real goal, to be honest, is to start getting paid $10,000 a show. Once I start getting paid $10,000 a show, I probably won't even sign to anybody unless they're setting up a deal for where it's life changing for me, and then I can and the stipulations got to be right to where my ownership is right. You know what I'm saying? And things like that, because I want to be able to sell my music to wherever I want to sell my music to when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I make the short-term goal of grinding up to get $10,000 a show, I figured I'll be a millionaire before the year is out. You know what I'm saying? So that's my real aspirations. And the music, I looked up to 50 when it came to like that Hustlers, man, him and Jay, but more so 50, because 50 did a lot of things that I would want to do. Like, he came in, he had a clothing line, he had his own video game, things like that. A lot of things like that I've thought about. But I also think about other things that necessarily people don't even think that an artist like myself or someone that comes from where I come from even thinks about. Like, even right now, I've been chopping it up with a couple people. I'm trying to figure out my best way to start doing like agriculture things, and this is for the youth. You know what I'm saying? I want to start giving the people game and try to teach everybody and try to plant organic food. You know what I'm saying? If we could change that narrative, you know what I'm saying? You know, who knows the amount of things we could create with that. You know what I'm saying? As far as like teaching the youth to like, yo, we can grow our own food and eat healthier than what is put in our faces every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? That's one of the things. Books, even children books, because I remember my mom had customized children books for me with my name in it, and I want to do things like that for the youngins, like use the music in the like more like how Jay do it. You know, like all his businesses kind of some way somehow relate the music in a sense, even if they're not really even in that field. I kind of want to do that with where I want to go with. If I see myself on the same level as a Jay or a Drake or one of those guys, I can see me changing the world by using what people love me for anyway.
Hey, salute to you, brother.
That's basically the aspiration.
Salute to you, and you keep grinding. I like your style.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Definitely. August 18th, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love the project from top to bottom. It's a lot of vibes on there. A lot of bars that you want on there. A lot of dope vibes when you want to get dressed. I like to consider my music is mood music. No pun intended to like Joe Buttons, but I really call it mood music because like I try to make every body of work a soundtrack to somebody's life. Give somebody something on there, because you don't want to force everybody to like one record. For me, you know what I'm saying? I want everybody to have at least a favorite record from me. It doesn't have to be the same record. Everybody doesn't have to like Dance Moves. Everybody doesn't. Some people could like For More. Some people could like records like Love Come Down. Or as long as they got a favorite record from me, and I'm in that conversation where, oh, I like SNS. This is my favorite track from him. He dope, and this is my favorite track from him. I'm great. I feel like I did it. I feel like I did a good service to myself.
Good deal, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You keep grinding.
No, 100%. I appreciate y'all for supporting, man.
Looking forward to August 18th.
Yeah, man. Please.
Cool beans, man. And before I go to the next DJ, I just want to say salute to you, man, with your focus on the whole agriculture thing and you know, circling that around, you know, teaching children, because we do need to learn more. We need to learn how to eat better and actually take back control of our food, because, you know, back in the day when you had, you know, our grandparents and their parents, they lived long and they took care of all this stuff themselves, and it just helped them with their health situation. So,
you know, even growing up, I used to see people attempt to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like have the, you know, the little lots in the middle of certain blocks that probably don't have anything. The people would try to use places like that to try to grow food and stuff like that. And I'm not about to sit here and say like I'm some vegan or anything like that, because I definitely still go to Chick-fil-A and still go to other places like that. But I still want to take the first step to like, you know what, if we could grow a lot of this food, we can make our own food that's just that, our own, like a Chick-fil-A, but more healthier, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And if we teach the youth, they can at least master it if my generation don't. You know what I'm saying? So we could, because a lot of things is hitting the kids young. Like my little brother is 8. My baby brother is 8. He's always on his phone and tablet like that. You know what I'm saying? Although we forced him to go to the park a lot. So he does like to go to the park. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? But a lot of kids in his age bracket, they don't care about going to the park no more. You know what I'm saying? If you can shove a tablet in a kid that age like that, and they won't bother you for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's a scary thing because we don't want that. We don't want electronics to form the narrative for our children. You know what I'm saying? So I just want it, and you don't have to be a millionaire or a celebrity to at least start trying to do something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Makes a lot of sense, man. Appreciate that. We got the next DJ. I always say that he goes from north to south on the East Coast. DJ I-95.
What's up, man? What's up? Shout out to you and Wiz Kid for Love Come Down. You put Harlem back on the map with that dance song. I'm a Harlemite. I'm from Harlem. 144th between Amsterdam and Broadway.
Okay, I'm on 133rd at Amsterdam and Broadway.
I heard you. As far as old school and new artists, who would you like to work with?
For new artists, I like. Let's start with the new artists. For the new artists, I would like to work with the Baby, Lil Baby. I know I can make a next level type of record with Lil Uzi. Like when I listen to these artists and the I know the records that I would put them on that could be like next level or could benefit, help their portfolio and mine. Like it could be a record that they probably don't necessarily get on, but I can hear them on, and you know what I mean, change the landscape of that. So Lil Baby, the Baby, Lil Uzi. I like Young Thug a lot. I definitely would love to I would do a whole project with Young Thug, honestly. And when I mean new generation, I'm gonna say for the last 10 years, because that's like new still kind of in this era, right? So I would love to work with Wiz, Big Sean, Kendrick, you know, Drake. As far as YG, God, I wish I had a record, word to my mother, I had a record in my tuck and say, yo, when I get on, I'm gonna give this to Nip. And he passed away. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, like he was one of my favorites of this era too, man. And he was honestly one of those people, if I ever felt like, anytime I felt like, damn, bro, it's gonna look like I gotta sign to a label to be something, he gave me that, nah, I don't gotta sign to a label to be somebody, you feel me? Like, him, you know what I mean? Him, only him, like, and Troy Ave, I'm not gonna lie, him and Troy Ave gave me that inspiration, like, yo, I could be independent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those artists, all those artists. Roddy Ricch. I like Roddy Ricch a lot. You know what I'm saying? For the new school. And the old school, Fab, Cam, Kiss, Eminem, Kanye West, John Legend, Mary J. Blige. I would love to do a dope record with E40. Yeah, like, but I ain't gonna lie, like I love all those different sounds, and I love them for what I love them for. Like, and my top 5 for the new generation is Meek, YG, Nip, Big Sean, and Young Thug. Right now, YG is not the best rapper ever, but he gives me so much of the West Coast that I know of. Like, if I listen to YG, I close my eyes, I can see Boys in the Hood, I can see Baby Boy, I can see a Menace to Society, I can see a lot of those movies when I listen to him. You know what I'm saying? And only person at that time was giving me that music when I was growing up was like Snoop and shit like that. You feel me? So I don't get traditional West Coast music from everybody except for somebody like him. He's my favorite. So people like E40, I've been jagging E40. I always like E40 because he been different. Like, he different. You know what I'm saying? And he had the confidence that he know he spazzes on the track. I used to not like him, but that was the New York in me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You feel me? I used to not like a lot of artists, but that was the New York in me until Houston got popping and they had their wave, and it helped me explore other artists and like them for what I like them for. Like, I liked Texas at the time when Mike Jones and Paul Wall and them, Slim Thug and them was out. I like them for what I like them for. I can lie. Like I like Chopped and Screwed music for some reason at the time. You know what I mean? Because they was killing it, and Paul Wall was on everything. So you know what I'm saying? So I always like regional music for what I like them for. So me myself, when I want to do art, when I want to work with artists, it's never gonna always be just the expected guys. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a few expecteds because of course I like them, but artists like E40, artists like I said, like John Legend, artists like Wiz, artists like, I ain't gonna lie, I personally want to work with Raphael Sadiq. That's a legend, but I want to work with him. You know what I'm saying? People like that, you know what I mean? I don't know if she would, but I know if I got on today or tomorrow and I'm like the hottest thing smoking and I had an album coming out, I would pay Patty just to sing on an interlude or something like that. That would be so fire. If I had Patty open up my album, they gonna be like, no, how did you get Patty LaBelle? You feel me? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's the type of vibe I be on, bro. Like, I really love music.
All right. As far as producers, who would you like to work with? Old school and new school?
Old school, new school? Yeah, see.
Hold on. Like I said, would you work with Kid Wiz again?
Yeah,
definitely?
I taught him how to make beats, so it was like a.
All right, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, like I said, go ahead.
But like, I would love to work with Timbaland. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I was a sucker for Timbaland and Pharrell beats growing up. Like Pharrell beats OD because I'm from Harlem, bro. At a certain point in time, everything Pharrell made, I was able to Harlem shake to. So you feel me? So when he made Grimy, he made Grind, like Matt, Grimy for Nori, Grinder for the Clips. He made a rec. There she go from Babyface, like mad records he was putting out at that time. You could Harlem shake to. So I ain't gonna lie, it was OD. I liked everything that he made. Like Pharrell, like when he did the joint for Philly's Most Wanted, I like that. Like everything Pharrell, I knew a Pharrell beat when I heard it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Pharrell, for sure. If I get a record with him, I'm gonna tell him, like, yo, bro, I need the Neptune. I don't just need you. Get the Asian kid in here and let's make this right. I need this right. I need one of those. Like, I don't need new Pharrell vibe. I need one of those. Now he give me something like Happy. If he give me a record like Happy, I'm taking it. You feel me? I ain't gonna front. If he give me one of those, I'm taking it. You feel me? But if I had a choice, I need one of those type of Neptune vibes. You feel me? Timbaland. I like Swiss Beats, of course. You can never like. Of course, that's an expected though. I'm from New York. You can if I go dumb on a Swiss Beats record, it's expected. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. If you're from New York and you don't smash on a Swiss Beats track when he give it to you, I ain't gonna lie, your ass, bro. Like I ain't gonna front, your ass. Like if you don't do that. So Timbaland, Pharrell, I ain't gonna lie. New, I'm fucking with the kid Jetson. The kid that he do the baby rap beats. I like him. I like 40. Drake's producer. Drake's producer's tough. I ain't gonna front. I like Drake's producer. New, like, I think we should start giving producers a lot of their shine. So it need to be more producers shown, like they shown, bro. Like I'm thinking about Tay Keith and those guys, but I don't want to say they had their run. Like, Mustard. I need a Mustard record for sure. For sure. I'm wilding. And I definitely work with Knife Wonder and Alchemist.
All right.
Facts, especially Alchemist, because Bang Bang is like one of my favorite beats ever from Nori and Foxy and them, from CNN and Foxy. That might be my favorite rap beat ever. So like, Alchemist is fire. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? And a Drake with, Kanye. I'm bugging. I said I'm working as an artist.
Hold up.
Kanye. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna need him to give me that vibe. I'm like, Yo, bro, I need the NPC Kanye. I need NPC Kanye. I'll come to him with the glasses and the Louis shades if he need it. Like if you need the backpack on for inspiration, I'll bring that to Wyoming if need be.
Oh shit. All right, thank you, my brother.
Man. But those my
Thank
vibes,
you.
bro.
All
Nah,
right, thank you.
100%, brother.
Man. That's all right there. The next DJ we got that want to holler at you is DJ Hype One out of the BX.
What's good, SNS?
What's going on, my guy?
I'm chilling, dude. I don't even have a question for you. I just want to tell you that everything that I heard tonight was on point.
I appreciate that.
Your lyricism is on point. Your flow is. I use this word when I rate like rappers. Your joint is deadly, and when I say it's deadly, it's like nobody is really going to come and surpass. You're giving a game something that it missed. That's missing. And I dig your energy.
I appreciate it. Real talk.
I just want you just stay focused.
Absolutely.
Keep giving us that good work, kid.
Nah, I won't stop.
You're on your way.
And I promise you, August 18th, you're gonna hear that shit, man. You're gonna hear that shit. You're gonna hear that shit. It's really vibes up there, and I'm really giving. It's nostalgic too. Like you're going and I do it on all records. Like I ain't one of them guys that you feel me like we only gonna just rap on boom bap. Like even on some of the playful joints, I'm giving little slick lines and shit like that for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the rapper in me. You know what I mean?
Keep that energy, kid.
Of course, I appreciate you, man. Real talk.
No problem.
The next DJ we call her the Blend Princess in our group. DJ Big Body. I call her BB.
Good evening.
What's going on?
I don't have a question. I just have a couple of comments. Mm-hmm. So your the last joint that they played, it was definitely a bop. Even though I was looking for more of that Harlem vibe that you kind of you actually pulled out in Love Come Down. I actually did a blend.
Yeah.
I actually did a blend of Love Come Down and Chris Brown Fine China, and it was fire.
Oh, I gotta hear that. That's fire. I got a record called Lucy Pearl in that vibe too, but that's coming in like September.
Really?
When you hear that, yeah. So, Lucy Pearl. That's the title, Lucy Pearl. Just wait on that one.
All right. So just I'm gonna put my information in the chat box, and you can link up with me whenever.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have Jack Doe take your my manager Jack Doe. He in the comments right now, so he gonna definitely take your contact so we could load you up.
Okay. Yeah, I love I'm a big fan of DJ SNS. Because it's that Harlem thing, like.
Yeah, man. We love to have fun, man. We love to have fun. It's I wish we were more. I wish we were like more artists came out of Harlem and gave us more Harlem. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like how Brooklyn is at right now, like when they got a whole bunch of artists that give you that. I wish it was more.
And I'm actually from Brooklyn.
Yeah. See, like I wish it was more. My mom is from BK. I wish it was more. I wish it was from like it was more artists that give them that sound. But like a lot of artists grew up to different things in Harlem, so it's like it'd be rare to like a lot of the guys we came up to the dips, but you know, once there was a Kanye and there's a Lil Wayne and there's a bunch of those other artists that artists grew up on, everybody's not going to necessarily sound like with it from Harlem, especially in this era where it looks like in New York, it be looking like a lot of these guys be afraid to even try to be themselves musically, sonically. They feel like that's not what's going. So whatever's going is what they rap on. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to sit there and just say, yo, I don't care what's out there. This is what I like. And you know what I mean?
Right.
But
I'm in the process of putting together a female versus male well, Kings versus Queens blend mixtape.
Oh, that's
So
dope.
Love Comes Down is definitely gonna be
Oh, I appreciate
this.
that. I
So
appreciate that's fire. I can't wait that I can you please send Jack Doe the Love Come Down Fine China mix so I can hear that. That's dope. I
I
never heard that.
sure I
That's
sure
dope.
will. I
That's
surely
fire. I
will.
need to hear that.
I sure will.
Nah, thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
So the next DJ that we got is my man out of H-Town,
Okay.
DJ Big Dooley. What's up, my man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, life is good, man. How you doing?
All right. Now, I really like your music, especially those songs they just played. I really like those.
I appreciate that, man, for real. Real talk.
Somebody want to call me now. But yeah. Oh, and thanks for expanding your mind and liking this Houston music, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been a fan. Like I'm a fan of Zero. I'm a fan of Lil Kiki. I'm a fan of some artists that I'm pretty sure people in my peers wouldn't know, but you know what I'm saying? I've definitely been a fan of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was kind of late on the Scarface, but I definitely got on the Scarface. I got on the Scarface before I heard all them rappers that I just named, but when Scarface was Scarface and he was actively rapping, like I was late on to him. Like I didn't become a huge Scarface fan until like I think until Jay did music with him, and then I tuned back in. Like I know he had records with Pac and things like that. I remember the record that he had with Pac. You know what I'm saying? That was that was dope. You know what I'm saying? So I always liked Houston music. I'm not gonna lie.
I hang out with Face at the Cigar Lounge.
Yeah. He's a. I know he's like. So let me ask you something. Is it true in Houston, like when y'all vibe is y'all pull up to whatever mart it is? Let's say I don't know, maybe a Walmart or whatever. Y'all pull up to the parking lots, and it's a bunch of the vibe is a bunch of cars and everybody's showing off the candy paints.
Oh yeah,
showing off the speak. I ain't gonna lie. Ever since I was young and I seen that on TV, I love that vibe. I've always loved that vibe. I'm looking at it, I'm like, they showing off, and it looked like a car show. It looked like a car show between everybody, but it's regular. It be normal dope boys pulling up with some top notch whips competing. And I'm like, yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, but that shit is dangerous because they be swinging and banging, and they will hit you if you not. Cause like they call it the blue line, cause all the cars be blue, or the red line, green line, the purple line, and man, they just go down the streets just swinging and banging and
swinging,
all kind of crazy.
Said that's dangerous because they will hit you.
Yeah, they will. I mean, they tear this shit up and go fix it up and come right back out. Like Paul Wall just did a video. He got a Cadillac and it's wrapped in that chrome red. He thinking about changing it to another color.
Who would be on the Houston's Mount Rushmore if you had to choose the 4 artists?
Oh, Face,
of course.
Slim Thug, Lil Flip, and
Flip had a run too. Bun B, of course. Yeah. Damn. What? So Lil Flip, and then on walls of the world, like in Houston.
Lil Flip, I don't think he put out anything lately. But I mean, he's still
he's still one of the faces.
What do you call himself? The freestyle king or something?
Yeah, I know. He's always been able to do that. He's always been able to rap off the top of the head. I ain't gonna lie. Like he's always been able to do that, and good too. Like it's not like he was saying some bullshit. Like he was.
Yeah. But now,
he's always able to do that. I ain't gonna front.
They
Yeah,
got
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a big fan of them, man. Rocky, A$AP Rocky was too. That's why he was super inspired by them.
Oh, okay.
Like super inspired by them. Yeah, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. Houston definitely. I love their music. And Chameleon, I used to love Chameleon's music. Like I still like Get Your Shine On. That's still one of my favorite records from him. He had another version of Riding Dirty. I don't think nobody really heard, where it was him and Akon that was so fire. I don't even think people know that. Like he had a Riding Dirty with Akon that was fire. The beat was different and everything. Fire. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm tuned in Houston, man. I love Houston music, man, for real. And now you got Travis and Megan Thee Stallion just killing.
And he also did one with rappers from the West Coast, a West Coast version of Riding Dirty.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. I definitely remember that. He did that first, I think. He did that before. I think he did the one with Akon. I think he did that all those first, because I think Nas was on Riding Dirty, something like that. That's some shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate chopping it up with you, man.
Nah, man, the pleasure is mine, man. Real talk. I'm glad we had a Houston DJ in there that picked that up for real. Cause I really enjoy Houston music, and I enjoy y'all lifestyle, y'all culture. I ain't gonna front. Y'all culture is one of the most unique cultures in hip hop.
Well, come on down and let's go to the Turkey Leg Hut.
Yeah, say no more. I'm coming down there. Turkey Leg Hut. That sound like something. I'm coming down there. I'm definitely coming down there. Say no more, man. I appreciate you for real.
No problem, man. No problem.
All right. So our next DJ that's coming up is my man DJ Silent Professor.
SNS, what's going on, fam?
What's going on, my guy?
Chilling. I don't have any questions, but because my brothers and sisters, pretty much said it all. But I do have, something to say. From what I've heard, from what I've seen, I'm going to tell you, just keep building your empire, King. You got everybody in mind, from the young folks to the old. Continue to do that. Get your stuff in line and keep moving it.
No, I appreciate that. I definitely will, big bro. I appreciate that for real.
We're going to keep rocking with you, you know what I mean? Salute.
Nah, salute. I mean a lot. I appreciate y'all.
Cool beans. So our next one is coming out of B-More.
Okay.
DJ Joe Storm.
SNS, peace, gang. What the deal, brother?
What's going on, my guy?
Man, I can't complain, man. I'm just sitting here. First of all, let me start off saying this, man. I love the track. They make sense, and they got substance.
He said they make sense. That's fucked up on the new rapper's part. That's crazy. That's the era we in. He said, I like the records. They make sense.
Man, the crazy thing about it, man, before I came on this call, I was celebrating the 25th anniversary of Only Built for Cuban Links.
Oh, yeah, man.
Ghost and Ray,
Classic.
All them joints, so I can tell that you have like an old spirit, man, I ain't gonna say an old spirit, you have a mature spirit.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I feel like if I keep those jewels in my head, I can learn from a lot of those guys' mistakes. See, a lot of the young guys, that's why they end up in bad deals. They wind up doing a lot of things that all the older artists have gone through because they don't learn history. You know what I'm saying? They don't learn history. They don't do their job. They'll Google everything else when it comes to clickbait, but they won't Google history and see how to learn from a lot of the OG's mistakes and how to get game from them and take their losses and turn it into blessings. So I always look at the ones who, like, what did Jay do? How did he slip right here? What did he do right here? What did Nas do right here? What did fit? You know what I mean? What did T.I. do right here? How did Gucci get over this hump? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I have to, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no real tradition and no real like you said, substance in this generation to really even learn from. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in this generation, you can make up a story and then run with it.
Yeah.
So it's not enough concrete things to stand on in this era. So I have to stand on classic and vintage principles.
I mean, that's all good, man. We need that, really. You know, I'm definitely a major fan of cats coming from Harlem, man. One of the first that I fell in love with. Rest in peace, Big L.
Big L.
Big L. You know, like, so
yeah.
to hear you, you know,
that's somebody who's dangerous.
Oh man, one of the first freestyles I ever heard was with him and Jay on the radio joint, Hot 97. So only thing I gotta say, man, is keep doing what you're doing, man. I love your music. Keep evolving and don't let nobody change you. And knowledge of self is everything.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Real talk.
Yeah.
That's some real words right there.
Yeah.
All right. So now we have my man coming out. I call him the Go-Go Maestro. D.L. What up?
What it do, man? I missed a lot of this, but I guess, do anybody got any of your music?
All the DJs do it. Jack Doe should be sending it to all of them right now, so all the DJs should have it, so you'll definitely get it shortly.
Okay, and you know, I don't know if nobody asked my number one question. Do you do DJ drops?
Absolutely. Send the scripts and all that to Jack Doe, and you'll have them.
And I think the last thing I want to ask is just who do you think the hottest rapper out now besides you?
I ain't gonna lie. If anybody says otherwise, I don't know what, but the hottest rapper in the game right now is Lil Baby. I can't even front.
North Carolina, raise up.
And I ain't gonna lie, the Baby my favorite. The baby my favorite right now. I ain't gonna front on you that.
Yeah, he hot. He hot now.
The Baby my favorite. Like that boy, I ain't gonna lie, he different. He remind me like a Luda.
Yeah.
With a little bit of T.I., but he's more animated like Luda. So, and I ain't getting nothing like Luda in a little minute. So since Luda, so he's a breath of fresh air.
Okay, so look, I see you got a lot of energy. You got that kind of energy when you're in the studio too?
Hell yeah. we be turning in the studio. Like, I don't play, but when it's when the record is being mixed down and being bounced and we hearing it, that's when I'm super turned. You know what I'm saying? I got when I come in, I go record first. Like I don't even come to play. Like while all my guys is rolling blunts and they open up bottles, I'm recording. I ain't worried about none of that. Give me water and water only. Once these records is recorded, then we can have some fun.
Right. I feel you on that. Well, that's all I had for you.
Yeah, that's how I play. I gotta discipline myself because everybody else just like they just want to look like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to be on the gram in the studio just looking like a rapper.
Good one. So the next DJ coming out, he's out of the BX, and that's Swerve Hits. What's up?
Cuzzo, what's good?
Swerve.
What it do, man?
How's everything with you, bro?
I don't even know what to ask you, man. What I would say is, how you doing, man? First and foremost.
Life is good, bro. I'm focused, super focused. I'm in a real good space right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in a real good space. You know what I mean? The anticipation for the project has been great. The single has been doing great. quarantine didn't really hurt me like that. It actually made me do a lot of smarter things. It just stopped me from traveling because that's the only thing I was doing was traveling beforehand. But, you know, other than that, like, I ain't gonna lie, it's put me in like a super focused realm that I'm glad I'm in. So, yeah, I have no complaints right now.
One thing I'm gonna ask is well, I know I already got the clean and dirty, but I know I guess I'll speak for all the DJs, even the ones in here and everybody else. Would you be putting out them DJ service packages? That's a big thing. I think we're gonna be doing a major protest because a lot of artists don't give a full DJ service pack. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I'm
where
gonna
it's
ask
like,
you that question.
oh yeah, I think I should I want to have a studio session where I'm just doing only dub plates. I want to do that. I want to do that soon. I think I am going to do that soon, as a matter of fact, because I think I don't see a lot of artists doing that anymore either, like that. And I think that should be deserved. You know what I mean? Especially if the DJ spinning your records.
Yeah, because I think we live in a very microwave time frame right now. So I think a lot of people,
Tell me about it.
yeah, because I know you, I know your pops and all that, but a lot of things, the way things used to be, they don't do no more. They just do the dirty, and they don't even be worrying about the clean. They spending more money going back to the studio to get the clean, and then if they need a cappella, because I know because I'm engineer, so I be like, every time
I
they
ain't gonna
call,
lie,
I'm
my
like,
pops be on me about that shit, especially if it's a record that I even think could be played on the radio. He's like, yo, do not leave the studio without that clean. Like, he be
I
on me,
think
so
you should
like,
just do, what I'm saying, you think about it, you save more money if you try to do everything that you can do one time, the
at one
clean, the
time,
dirty,
right?
the acapella, the instrumental, all that, instead of keep
Yeah.
going back to the studio. If you were to do that,
You know what it be though. Sometimes, Swerve, it's like sometimes when I'm in the studio, I'm recording multiple tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be using most of the hours to record as many tracks. Like if I do a 10-hour studio session, I leave the studio with about at least 6-7 records. You know what I'm saying? So then, and majority of it, the rest of it be for touching the record up and all of that, and for touching the records up. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I'm only in the studio for like 2 hours or 3 hours, I definitely leave with the clean. But if I'm there and I'm recording a bunch of songs, then sometimes I won't, because majority of the time went to me recording a bunch of songs, and I'm like, and in that aspect, I don't mind doubling back to get the clean, because I'm doing a clean to this one song, and I just made 4 or 5 other songs in the studio session. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take me doing the multiple songs and getting the clean later, depending on when I'm dropping the record though. You know what I'm saying? Depending on when I'm dropping the record or teasing the record, because not everything I'm recording is going straight out. Like, you know what I'm saying? This records that I have right now. Huh? Yeah, it's records that I have right now that didn't even get to be on this project, and I've recorded before I even made this project. You know what I'm saying? It's just, sometimes the records ain't ready to go out yet.
I hear you on that, man.
Would you have a whole full clean for this project?
You said, say it again?
Everything?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. I actually just had my engineer do the clean and all that, for the whole tape. So I should be getting that back like tomorrow in a zip file, because most of the records that I had on there I got kind of like clean already, but I just needed him to do the rest of them. So I should be getting it all in like a zip by tomorrow and stuff like that. So I could just when I could just send out the project clean and dirty.
Can't wait. Yo, I'm be seeing you somewhere soon, in the street somewhere.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm always bumping into you.
I gotta come toast it up with you. I know your B-Day coming up, and come toast it up on your success on your release. So we'll link up What's
Yeah,
up?
well, of
You
course,
get
bro.
out there,
You know how we rock, man.
although all I do go to work and come home. You know what I mean?
Nah, of course, Swerve. You already know how we rock, so of course, anytime you free, you know you can come to the studio with me. I'm actually doing a listening event, so all the DJs that's here, you from New York and you're not doing nothing August 15th, come pull up on me to listen if you feel like coming out. I ain't gonna lie, it may be packed because I'm that type of artist. If I can humbly speak, it's gonna be packed. So if you don't want to be around so many motherfuckers, I understand.
What time that all that go down?
It's from 9 to 1.
Oh, all right. So I could definitely come after work and shit. Pull up.
Yeah. So I'll send it to you. Matter of fact, DM me now so I can send you the flyer.
Cool. All right, then. I'll definitely catch up with you.
All right, say no more. Swerve, you already know how we rock this. You know, I say nothing.
Well, we had another DJ pop in. I think he's in H-Town as well, but I think he's out there with the homies right now. He just wanted to pop in to give you a salute.
Okay.
But man,
much love.
I have to tell you, man, I really, really enjoy you, man. I put this down here. 29 years old. 29-year-old artist, and you know the history, just like we do. You know what I'm saying? You know some of the pioneers. You are following. You actually took the time to learn your craft and learn about the culture, and then bring it forward. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there,
absolutely,
out there in this craft these days, man. That you ask them something as simple.
No, absolutely. You know what I mean?
And they have no clue. And
they're motivated. I think those are the people that's motivated by the money, though. You know what I'm saying? It's they motivated by the money that this culture brings, and that's just versus actually really wanting to be something special, a part of this culture. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm one of those guys that care about this culture a lot. You know what I'm saying? I do research like it's nothing to me because it's something I enjoy to do. I watch all the interviews. I watch how people get caught up in certain interviews. I watch how people carry themselves in the studio. I watch what people used to do at their shows. I watch a lot of these things because I learn from it, and it's the information is there. Like I said earlier, if we gonna Google a whole bunch of bullshit for clickbait, we can Google in our history of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's bigger than music. It's a lifestyle. It's the way we dress. It's the way we talk. It's the way we act. You know what I'm saying? It's the way we think. I mean, it's hip hop. It's people forget that. You know what I'm saying? People forget the elements of hip hop.
Yeah, let me tell you. You need to if you want, as you are in the midst of doing your craft, maybe did he drop out? He coming back. In the midst of I was saying, in the midst of doing what you do, they need to somehow or another put in there Professor SNS and get you a job at a college teaching some of these young heads.
At a college teachers? Man, that would be dope. I would do that for a course too. Like I would really do that for a course, like, and really teach somebody like, the history of hip hop and things like that, and certain things, and make it fun. That's dope. I would do that. I wouldn't mind doing that. Because
they need to.
What I mean? Because people don't understand the whole culture in its entirety. From the dancers to the DJs to the graffiti artists to the fashion to the to the MC.
Yeah, and see, being that you're in their age bracket, they could probably receive it better from you than one of us old heads.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make it to where it looks like I'm not preaching to them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give them the game, because when I have a little brother, my little brother, he's 25 years old, right? So we debate about hip hop a lot, he be thinking a lot of the artists be a lot of the artists he listened to be the first artist to do some shit. I'm like, yo, bro, that was done 30 times before him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he, you know what I mean? You wouldn't know because you ain't doing you don't care about the past, but don't think that the artist you listen to did something that's so crazy that was never done before. It's been done before.
That's right. That's right. Well, Joe Storm made a very good point. You make sense. And I doubled down on that with your vocabulary and how you flow, your whole thing. So that's a beautiful thing in itself. Of course, I've been taking notes. I agree with everything the Hype One said to you. And then that you brought up a very, very good point, my brother. And that is, you don't want to look like a rapper. You are.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You don't want to look like a rapper. That's what. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do everything in the studio but rapping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then even when they doing like their interviews and stuff like that, it's just like you could tell. Like, all right, I'm pretty sure from when a lot of some of the artists that you probably interview, if you could tell by the way they interview, like, yeah, he not gonna go far. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there. You can tell that, you know what I mean? So, but people just don't care. As long as you dressed up and looked like a rapper and you got the bottles and the jewelry and all that stuff, you look like a rapper, you think you're going to get on, or you think you're going to make it. Hell no. Or you might just get jerked, and now you sitting there just like all the other rappers that look just like you, begging to get out of deals.
No doubt, no doubt. Silent Professor put in the chat box. Sounds like a dope mixtape title. Professor SNS.
That's dope. I might have to use that.
Hey,
my artwork might be
free of
me
charge,
in that little Professor Xavier chair.
Yes, indeed. And I see where Jack Doe, he's put in his social media. That's his IG. He said direct DM him. It's at JAKKDOE. So for the DJs, make sure you guys do that on IG. Man, I have to tell you, it's truly been a pleasure, SNS, to have you, man, to learn more about you and hear you just speak, man. And just, you are a grown-up in this culture. And that's very much appreciated, bro. And you know what you're doing. You got your mind, you're focused. You got your head on right.
Yeah.
And you're doing good stuff, man. And, your tracks, whatever you put out, I can guarantee you it's in my playlist and it's gonna be played, regardless. You know, in my playlist.
Oh man, I appreciate you.
My gigs, whatever I got going, I'll find a way. Depending on the type of gig I got going, it will be played. You get what I'm saying? So, and then of course I know there's a lot of DJs
man. Real talk.
Me. So for real, man,
I appreciate you. Real talk, man.
Yeah, you have our support.
I listen, it's nothing shorter than a blessing. Like I said, I want to say again, like I appreciate all you guys, like the DJ in itself. I appreciate you guys for supporting me, and like I said, I am nothing without you guys. An artist is nothing without you guys. You know what I'm saying? The DJ, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are the DJ, y'all are the backbone of this culture. You know what I'm saying? It started with you guys, and we wouldn't even be doing this if it wasn't for Kool Herc. So, you know what I'm saying? And we have to salute the DJ, you know what I'm saying? We have to. You see a lot of artists right now, they need you guys because they ain't doing no shows. How they records gonna be hot still? How they records gonna stay hot? They need the DJ.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So and you could aux cord and YouTube your life away. It's never gonna feel like the DJ. So, you know what I mean? So one time to salute the DJ. And you got, like I said, you guys are the backbone of this thing we call hip hop. So, and don't never let an artist tell you guys different. No matter how big they are and think they don't need you, they need you. I've watched my pops. I've watched the biggest artist walk in the spot. If he ain't say
he's coming back.
Yeah, my foot. I watched the
Well, we will definitely, while he's coming back, um, also want to thank Jack Doe, man. Um, you got anything you want to say, Jack, before we finish up while we wait for SNS to come back?
Definitely. I just want to say I appreciate everybody taking their time, and we appreciate the support.
We appreciate you, my brother, really.
And definitely, dance moves is our priority record. So we'll appreciate putting in rotation, spinning it, and everything. Because SNS is a rare breed. For a young artist like that, he's a rare breed, and he gets it, music wise.
That fact.
Hey man, it's something. It's something. I want to represent for all the people who felt like hip hop is going into this nasty space of lack of substance and a lack of soul. Honestly, lack of culture. You know what I mean? And I don't, before it becomes hip hop, I don't want it to. You know what I mean? I want to be that artist, that symbol of why y'all can still believe in this thing. Because I know this is what you guys love, and a lot of you guys love DJ, and a lot of you guys love this thing, hip hop. But I know in the back of y'all minds, a lot of y'all be ready to give up on this goddamn thing because of the bullshit that be coming out. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, you know what I mean? You guys definitely could bet on me. You guys got somebody where y'all still got hope.
Well,
Hey, can you finish your thought? Can you finish your thought? You saying you watch people walk with your pops?
Yeah, I watch the biggest celebrities walk in the club. See my pops don't say they know my pops but won't say what's up to him or go to the DJ booth and just say, yo, what's going on. My pops won't play their record at all for the whole night and still make the club rock and all that. And then when they complain at the end, like they'll call my pops or have somebody else call him and be like, yo, what's up? Why ain't playing his music tonight? Like the nigga ain't walk up to me and say what's up to me. He know I'm DJing. He hear me. Why he ain't come say what's up to me? I don't owe that nigga nothing. I don't gotta play his music. You see the club I still got paid and the night still went well, right? That's just to show you how much I don't need to play his music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
and I watched them say that to a few guys. So like, you know what I'm saying? That's just to show, like, you know what I mean? Better show love to that DJ. I know no matter what club I'm in, I don't care if I don't know you. If you a DJ, you DJing in that spot, I walks up and I don't walk up thinking you supposed to know who I am. I walk up and introduce myself. Yo, what's going on? I'm SNS. I just see you DJing in here. You know what I mean? I just want to know if I could get an email of yours so I could, you know what I mean? So I could send you some music later on when you get out of here. You get on my campaign. You need anything? You want something to drink? Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, cool. Enjoy your night. And then, you know what I'm saying? And that'll go a long way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't want to ever think I'm too good to walk up to a DJ. Nah, hell no. Y'all, I need y'all before I need any of these labels.
Well, I'll tell you
if I had every DJ in my pocket, what would I need? What do I need half of those people for?
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. Well, you brought it up, and I was just about to confirm exactly what you say. You definitely give us hope. So we appreciate you on that. Yes, indeed, man. And I want to say that you are an exemplar. You are definitely an exemplar of what an artist needs to do and how they should do it, and know that they can be creative, they can use their minds, and they can put out something that's gonna just go. And see, that's the other piece to your music is I already can predict that your music, well after you decide, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and chill, your music is still gonna be out there 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey man, I appreciate that. Real talk. I mean, Love Come Down is looking like it's doing that for me right now. So yeah. I'm glad that I'm glad that even happened. So, it's definitely about making timeless music. You know what I mean? Music to live on. I still listen to Blueprint almost 20 years,
Mhm.
20 years from when it dropped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 20 years. Blueprint came out in 2001, right? Yeah, it'll be 19 years from when it came out. You know what I mean? So like, I want to be able to do that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Timeless music, music to live on. You know what I mean? And music to, you know, help inspire and help give people to give my city of New York artist to really believe that could be in that light, because we haven't had an artist get that far to really bring New York in the forefront, or be one of those forefront places. I mean, we are, because of Brooklyn. I'm not gonna lie, because of the Pop Smokes, the Fabios, Designer, Young M.A. Like majority of the popping artists are from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I mean? I'm not gonna front. Like, I can't front. Majority of the popping artists from New York are from Brooklyn. You got a few from the Bronx. You got like maybe 3 or 4 from the Bronx, but majority of them are from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's mad at them, and they come out every year. It's one. Bobby Smurder's on his way home. They come out every year. So I just want to be those guys that get to where you know, the Drakes, the Kendricks, the J. Cole's is at for New York, because I don't think we had one of those in a little minute.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't think we had that in a very long time. I think the closest was like Benny the Butcher in East, and Benny the Butcher ain't from New York, and you know, I make a little different music than East.
Gotcha, for sure. Well, like I say, it's truly been a pleasure. And I usually ask the last question of, do you have any homework for us? But you guys have already shared the homework, which is to take a video of us playing that particular and get that over to Jack Doe. And then
the dance move, yes, just that. And when August 18th come out, please listen to whenever y'all free and y'all just want to vibe and listen to some music, please take y'all time out and just press play on Not a Humble Summer 2, and we can have this conversation again.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, not to cut you off, Square. Now, how do you feel if somebody remixed your song?
Well, like what you mean, like how I Did Love Come Down, or like if it's a freestyle?
We had somebody remix 2 of your tracks as a producer in our group, and they remixed 2 of your songs. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, we could do it at the recording, and I'll play them for you.
Okay.
So, and the other piece of homework that you have for us, of course, is we're going to play, spread all your tracks and make sure we get them played and tell people about them and everything. But then with the focus being on Dance Moves, being that is your single.
Yeah.
So, is there any other homework that you have that you may want us to do outside of that?
If y'all haven't, go tune into that Funk Flex freestyle. That was dangerous. Yeah, go tune into that. That's some good bars for you. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't tuned into my Funk Flex freestyle, yeah, go tune into that. I went crazy on that. But yeah, and really go on them streaming platforms. Search SNS. Listen to projects like Love Me Now Before They All Love Me. Listen to projects like Hip Hop Is Dead Again. Listen to projects like Not a Humble Summer Volume 1. You know, and to look at the wide ranges of records. You know what I'm saying? Look at the wide ranges of records that I can do and that I've done. You know what I'm saying? It's because I like to pride myself as being super, super versatile. So, but definitely, August 18th, Not a Humble Summer Volume 2. It's time.
Got it. Well, I appreciate you, and I know the rest of the team here appreciate you, man. We're not gonna hold you any longer, but it's just truly been a pleasure. I've had a lot of fun. I know each of us.
Oh, me too, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. I appreciate all the love that y'all showed the records and that y'all really rock with them. And those are just 3 off the project. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, it's records on this project that y'all gonna really feel like y'all gonna feel. So, you know, I just can't wait to hear when it drop. I can't wait to hear a lot of you guys' response and hearing the music and stuff.
Cool beans. And then be sure to check us out in the group. Join the group. We'll actually put you in the group, and so
yes,
you'll get an invite from us. But also, what I would really, just so that you can see what's going on. And then Flash said he was going to put your video there, so you'll get a chance to see that without having to just bounce out. So, but it's just
already up. Video already up.
Oh, it's already up. Okay, the video's
already up.
He said the video is already up, so that's good. So the video's already in the group, so that's a plus there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna officially go ahead and close out the interview. But we do want you guys to hang around so that you can hear these remixes. And
yeah, I do. I do want to hear these remixes before
Okay.
I get up out of here. Definitely
Cool
do.
beans. So I'm gonna go ahead on and close it out like this and say, it has truly been a pleasure to be with a young man here who actually knows the culture. He actually knows his craft. He actually has a vocabulary and he's using his words. He's doing something powerful. This artist right here, I would say, is a powerful artist. He has things going for him and we will support him. SNS, my man, we appreciate you. You are an exemplar to what we're looking for, and you give us hope, bro. You give us hope for the stuff that we're looking in terms of the hip hop culture and the music that we know is out there. So we thank you, we thank you, we thank you.
I appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. The pleasure is all mine, and I won't let you guys down.
Yes, yes. Take care, my brother, and here we go. I'm gonna stop the recording.